stick around and I'll get back to you. Jesus Christ, mate. So stick around and I'll get back to you pretty soon, I'd suggest. Won't take too long. Suns are going down and I'm losing light. Alright, talk to you in a second. Alright, so today I wanted to do a bit of a kind of review, I guess, or an unboxing. My birthday a few weeks ago and I was given a couple of gift vouchers. So I got two $50 gift vouchers. So one of them was to Super Cheap Auto. So I ended up going off to Super Cheap Auto with the $50 gift card with the intention of trying to get as much bang for my buck that I could get. So I walked into the shop and I literally came across this marketed as a portable heater. So the thought process behind this was, it's a portable heater, okay. Can't really move it, there's no handle, so I'm thinking it's going to be a bit difficult to move, but you could use it to cook on. It's a little fire pit, and yeah, obviously a heater. It's one way to contain your fire. Unboxing of this is pretty straightforward and nothing too much to it. Wee little instructions that come with it. Doesn't really say a lot. This is made in China. Now, getting it out of the bubble wrap. So, nice printing, looks pretty good. Yeah, made in China. It's probably about 1 mil thick, the steel. Powder coated by the look of it. Stuck together quite well, pretty well made actually. Quite a feel of it. Sort of tape it a bit on the edge so it falls into the inside there. Not too bad. Haven't put a fire in it yet. My question was going to be, when I do make a fire in it, is it going to warp? Is it going to smoke? In the past with these coatings, I've had some of them smoke like they're so intense and actually caught fire, like the paint stuff will catch fire. So I guess I'll have to test it in, try it out. But anyway, we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's part of it. What else did it come with? It came with that. Now, it's just a bag. I mean, yeah, obviously it's going to get sooty and covered in, you know, soot that you don't want from the fire, obviously, if you're going to put it on it or create a fire in it. But yeah, it fits in there with a bit of room. Nothing too spectacular about the packet or the pouch itself. Feels like a nylon of some description. I certainly wouldn't even put this in warm. If this was warm and going in here, probably going to melt. So yeah, probably wouldn't do that. But anyway, I'll cut some wood up and load her up and get her going and see what occurs, I guess, and see what we come up with the mighty little fire pit. It might be a winner, it may not. Anyway, fiery light is what it's called. So let's go with that. Gathered some wood now, and we're gonna start off. I just got some pieces I've trimmed down a bit, a couple of chunky ones, a couple of little bits and pieces, some more kindling I've chopped up in preparation for. You never use these are wood wools. Plenty of people use these. These are probably, I think, one of the best fire lighters in the market. So they're just going to go in like that, and then around it I create the fire. So with these you just twist them open. It's just pine impregnated with wax. So a handful of little dry kindling. This is really super dry kindling. I've had that forever. It's been drying in the sun, so it's going to spread this apart. Nothing too flashy here today. I'm going with a standard Bic. Alright, so we would just get this and light it up and throw it in and see what happens. Alright, get that lit. Down in there. Let's get that in there. We'll just poke him down a bit because we want it to light. Alright, put a bit more kindling on top. With a bit of luck, we'll get a fire. Alright, so now I'm going to let that do its thing. But yeah, looking crazy good. Can't complain about that. So that's coming along nicely. I haven't done a thing to stoke this or prep it up any more than what I did just to load it and light it, and it's going great. So far so good. Those holes are nice and warm, there's lots of airflow, and as you can see the flame at the top is going real good. So yeah, I think it's doing its job. We'll give it some time and come back and we'll just see what happens if we end up with a molten mess of steel, or we're alright. Is it worth it? I think it might be, to be honest. I think it might be. I'm liking it a lot so far anyway. I love the portability of it. Like I said, you're probably going to want a pair of gloves to move this, but yeah, you could move it. It's just be very careful. Welding gloves would be a must. Certainly get yourself some welding gloves, because you're not going to be picking that up with your bare hands unless you want some serious burns. Your call, obviously. Up to you. Can't complain about that. So all in all, my thoughts on the little fire pit. I think in general it's probably a really good thing to have for portability, and for the sense of if you don't actually have a firebox or something to that sort of idea, and you just want to have a little fire, this is probably a really great way of doing it. It's lightweight, takes up no room. Effectively, if you wanted to, you could throw firewood in it and take it with firewood ready to go. Utilise the empty space in it, so to speak. Or you could throw food in. You could throw a lot of different things in. You could put your cup, your utensils, things like that, cooking gear, whatever. It's up to you really what you put in it. But all in all, she's rocking and rolling, and can't complain about it. So far so good, killing it. Like I said, burning. It's not warped. I don't have any smoke coming off it. Nothing like that. Was possibly a little bit dubious as to how it would work, but look, to be honest with you, it's going great guns. So yeah. I think it'll be pretty good at the end of this burn, and yeah, I'll just flip you around and have a quick look and see how you go. So there she is in all her glory, burning away, and yeah, non-issues. Then again, that's a bit of a closer view of it. That's the brand. Never heard of it before, not that I probably need to have known about it or anything like that, but just a brand I've never heard of doesn't mean that it's not good or anything like that. That's why we do this sort of thing. Just because something has a brand doesn't mean it's good. I'm very keen on going to op shops and finding things that you can repurpose from an op shop that don't cost a lot of money. And as we all know, in the bushcraft community, camping community, you can spend a hell of a lot of money on stuff.